Hello everybody and welcome to today's episode of Pritchard Cycling News Show on YouTube. Terms and conditions apply. Don't sue me. This is purely entertainment, not factually correct. First up, huge news from this channel. Live streams are back. Well, they're back tomorrow. My first live stream of the 2022-2023 season starts tomorrow. And I'll be riding stage one of Off the Map, the ride that we did last year. There's a reason I'm doing this voiceover because I said the name wrong. So if the sound sounds funny, it's because I've had to redo this in post because I got it right. Anyway, join us tomorrow. All right, let's get on with the show. Around 5 or 6 UK time, keep an eye over on Zwift. Find out which event I'm doing if you want to join in. If you just want to get involved in the chat, make sure you do that. Now, hands up, how many people watched last night's Win Your Dream Bike live draw? It was just amazing. Yes, it sucked when the audio went off, but we had a brand new draw with an exciting new way to win. So if you want to be part of August draw, head over to winyourdreambike.co.uk. Buy your tickets. August draw opens, I believe, on Friday. Shall we get into the news? Just as soon as you've hit that subscribe button, hit that subscribe button right now. You've got 5, 4, 3, press it now, 2, 1, transition, it's too late. All right, first up in the news, let's get down to brass tacks. That's a saying, don't exactly know what it means. Even Google can't answer that. If you know what it's about, leave your comments down below. But anyway, let's get into the racing news and catch up on everything that's been happening the past couple of days. Let's start over in Spain, where Vuelta a Burgos started, and the first stage went to Santiago Buitrago from Bahrain victorious. He was ahead of Ruben Guerreiro of Portugal. Teo Gegenhardt from Team Ineos, he finished third. So as you can appreciate, the GC looks exactly the same as that. Jai Hindley down in fourth, Vincenzo Nibali down in fifth, Kelderman, who we'll be talking about later in the show, he's sixth, and then you can see the rest of them all the way down to well, wherever I decided to chop that off, probably Esteban Chavez, 12th place. Over in Poland, we've had 2 stages since we last spoke. Stage 3, that was won by Santiago Higuita of Bora Hansgrohe. Peo Bilbao was in second, and cyclocross rider Quintin Hermans was down in third for Intermarché Wanty Gobert. Stage 4 was a slight uphill sprint, and that was won by your man, Pascal Ackermann. Jordi Meuse, second. Jonathan Milan. I mean, that's the most English Italian name I've ever heard. Jonathan Milan. Hermans was fourth in that sprint as well. So the GC looks right like this. Not her. Tour of Poland GC. Higuita is on top. Peo Bilbao second. Quintin Hermans third. Diego Ulissi in fourth. Matteo Sobrero in fifth. Richard Carapaz, again, we'll be talking about him later on in the show, 6th place. Schmidt 7th. Hayter down in 8th. Pache 9th, and rounding out the top 10, Felix Gall. Now the Commonwealth Games track programme finished, and in there, most notably, we have to give a shout out to Dame Laura Kenny. She celebrated winning the 10k scratch race after a bronze in the team pursuit. And it's clear, if you know Laura's story, she's had a torrid winter, was on the verge of quitting, had some major personal issues that she had to deal with. And she finally got back in the saddle, was it April time, and now she went on to win it. Clearly she was not expecting it, but her team did a wonderful job to get her to the front right when they needed to be there. Unfortunately for Nia Evans, she finished fourth. She went for a long one with about 6 laps to go, but that essentially wraps up the Commonwealth Games programme on the track, and it was an entertaining one. It's strange seeing so many new kids, I guess, in the British setup from Scotland, Wales, England. It's just, yeah, it's all moved on. And the events that I used to ride, no longer really the events that I used to ride. They're completely different. Completely different. So much faster. Anyway, whatever. We now turn our attention to the road race and the individual time trial. Individual time trial will be taking place tomorrow. And then rounding out the racing news, over in America was the UCI Mountain Bike World Cup. First ever win over in the men's category for David Valero Serrano, or Serrano Valero. First ever World Cup win. Look at the state of him. Like a bukkake party gone wrong. And the winner of the female event wasn't that much cleaner. That was Alessandra Keller from Switzerland. Again, first ever World Cup win for her as well. Fair. And next up, earlier in the week, potentially at the end of last week now, can't remember, all my days fall into one, we spoke about the relegation battle in that World Tour series for those World Tour licenses in 2023 to 2025. It appears that Movistar are going to need a huge La Vuelta if they want to avoid being relegated out of that top 18 places of World Tour who are confirmed to have those World Tour licenses next year. They sink down to, well, this is out of date already, they sink down to 18th place. Team Bike Exchange Jayco hopped above Movistar as well, so Movistar are only one place above Lotto Soudal in that relegation battle. It's like watching the Premier League, isn't it? It's exciting. It's a shame that they can't take the women's results and actually apply them to the men's World Tour race, because Movistar will probably be safe then. Next up, a quick announcement from the world of Zwift. Zwift Racing League has just been announced. It's kicking off on the 13th of September. So all those indoor riders, head over 13th of December, get watching the Premier League live stream. Make sure you're watching my live streams before theirs though. Always Pritchard before Zwift, okay? It's the way it goes. Zwift Racing League starts 13th of September. Are you going to get involved? Are you going to be racing? Are you going to be watching? Is this, especially here in the UK and Europe, is this the first step towards winter? When I start streaming again, Zwift Racing League starts, you know the nights are getting shorter, you know we're in for a cold winter. Summer did last for a good old, what, 48 hours, something like that. So we did enjoy a bit of sunshine here in the UK. Bloody loved it. Anyway, next up, let's talk transfer news. All right, so if you did or didn't know, I'm going to tell you, the 1st of August is essentially the transfer window opening in the cycling world. It's where teams can announce their new signings. Between the 1st and the 15th, I believe, riders are able to actually change teams if they can get out their contract for the rest of the season. We've seen that with Lorena Vibis. She's off to SD Works from DSM. I might have just made that up. I can't quite remember. I'm sure it is. She's off to SD Works from Team DSM, and we've got lots of rumours flying around at the minute, so I'm going to pick up on a few. You might have seen it in the thumbnail. Man's got to do what a man's got to do to get them views. Richard Carapaz is highly likely to be leaving Team Ineos Grenadiers and heading to EF Education Easy Post for 2023. But what other rumours have we seen? Where else are the riders heading? Who knows? Let's have a quick wrap up now. Over in the women's, before we get to the men's, this isn't a rumour, this is fact. Letizia Paternoster, she signs for Bike Exchange Jayco after moving from Trek Segafredo. Again, this is an actual signing, not a rumour. Rui Costa is heading over to Intermarché Wanty-Gobert Mataru. They announced that via Twitter. He'll become a vital captain in their team for 2023. Good move, that. Good move. And again, listen, we'll get to those rumours shortly, but Leo Hayter, brother of Ethan Hayter, he's set to join Ineos Grenadiers as a stagiaire before turning pro with them in 2023. Again, if he's half as good as his brother, which he seems to be, and then some, Leo Hayter will be a massive asset to that Ineos Grenadiers team. And whilst we're talking about Ineos Grenadiers, they've just signed a new long-term contract with Filippo Ganna. He stays there for another 4 years up until the end of 2027. He said in there, it's exciting to be part of this team. It's exciting to be part of this team. Not least the way we approach our goals and the amount of effort that is put into our development and equipment. Everything is based around the objective of making us go faster. Whether it's with the performance team working with our partners or learning from the wider experience within Ineos Sport, when there's that much dedication for everyone around you, it just makes you want to go out there and give it your all. There is still plenty to focus on for the rest of the season and going into next year. Having that level of support behind me, allora, is so important. I am looking forward to spending my time and career with this team, Grazie mille, David Brailsford. Ciao ragazzi. Mike Turnison heads from Jumbo-Visma. He's heading across to Intermarché, Wanty-Gobert, Mataru, as well as Rui Costa. Again, cracking sprinter. Held that yellow jersey over in the Tour de France for a few days, and again, great addition to that team. Now, when it comes to the rumour mill, I mean, these stories could come and go as quick as I'm talking about them, but they could also be confirmed as quick as I'm talking about them. Dylan van Baarle looks likely to be heading to Jumbo-Visma from Team Ineos Grenadiers, and like I said before, Richard Carapaz, his contract's up at Team Ineos Grenadiers. They obviously don't see what I thought I could see. As far as I'm aware, I still see Carapaz as a potential winner of Grand Tours. He's been on the podium at all 3 Grand Tours, but obviously they're looking at different people for those Grand Tours, and they're letting Carapaz go. And again, it's only a rumour at the minute, but it looks likely that he is heading to EF Education Easy Post. So we'll keep an eye on that one as it develops. Let me get all your views on everything that we've spoke about today. Before we head off, new segment of the show, I'm calling Idiot of the Week. Mainly because I saw this reel over on Instagram, and it was too good not to share. Not bad. Now, I'm all for a bit of showmanship, a little bit of skill, a little bit of pizzazz, a little bit of va-va-voom. But he was just being a dick. Top and bottom, being a dick. And he got what he deserved. Could have popped a nice little wheelie in front of everyone and just been off on his way. But he had to try and do something in front of that. Anyway. If you've got any more idiots of the week you'd like me to show on the show, then drop me a message over on Instagram, Chris__Pritch. Send me the link of the reel, send me the link of the idiots being complete idiots, and we'll show them on the show. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll be back Friday with another show. Make sure, if you've not done already, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. If you've not enjoyed it for whatever reason, hit that dislike button and leave your comments down below and let us know why you enjoyed it, what you thought about those transfers, what you think about the racing, what's coming up, what you'd like about me, what you don't like about me. Would you go on a date with me? Bye.